Hi, having a great day. You're watching JUG Entertainment, and for this video, I'm going to be giving you my top 10 list of my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022, which I am actually very excited to share with you because there's so much great movies coming out on 2022 that I can't wait for. So yeah, this is my list. I'm going to give you my top 10 list, and trust me, it's going to be a great year for movies. So yeah, I'm going to give you a list. I'm trying to make it a little bit diverse, but it definitely isn't as diverse as I wish it was, but it's okay. I'm still going to give it to you, and I'm so hyped up to give it to you. So yeah, but if I get started, please leave a like. It would be very helpful. It also helps our videos. As well as subscribe for a lot of more other content coming up. All these movies that I'm going to mention in this video, I'm for sure going to cover and more. So subscribe for all that. And lastly, leave a comment down below with your own most anticipated movies of 2022. I'm definitely very curious. You can give me your top 10. You can give me your top 5. You can give me your top 3. You can even just give me one. But I'm definitely very curious. So tell me that down in the comments. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, so before I start with the list, I have 5 honorable mentions. So let's get through them pretty quick. Okay, so my first honorable mention is Turning Red, which is a Pixar movie that is going to come out sometime. I think it was in May or March. It was one of the months within them. And I'm definitely curious to see this movie. I saw the trailer and I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good trailer. Pixar always delivers. So I'm definitely very curious to see this movie. It's not in my top 10, but I am excited for this. Another one is Aquaman 2. Aquaman 1. Very big surprise for me, honestly, very big surprise. It's like, oh, it's actually really good. And I can't wait to see what Aquaman 2 does, especially now that he's king. And I'm assuming we're going to spend a lot more time on underwater instead of like on the top city. And I'm just really curious to see where this movie goes. I really am. So hoping it's good. And my other anticipated, honorable mention of anticipated movies is Black Adam. It's The Rock. Come on, The Rock literally looks like a superhero or a supervillain. So why not actually make him a superhero or a supervillain? And that's exactly what this movie does. The little clip they showed this event looked cool. I heard a lot of great things about the action by Scoopers. So can't wait to see this movie. I'm definitely very curious. My other one that I'm kind of mixed on, but I just kind of put here is The Flash. The Flash has a lot of controversy going on, and I 100% see why. I mean, they fired Ray Fisher. They're trying to erase the Zack Snyder movies, that type of stuff. So I definitely see why they had a lot of controversy. But at the same time, there is some excitement for me to see Ben Affleck back as Batman in that movie, Supergirl coming into the mix, and then finally a Flash movie in the big screen. You know, I want to see what a big CGI movie can do with Flash powers. I mean, we kind of saw a glimpse of it at Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it was amazing. So let's see what this movie can do with the Flash powers. I'm definitely very curious. But like I said, I'm also very excited for Ben Affleck as Batman and Supergirl coming into the mix. Keaton's Batman is okay to me. It's like, okay, whatever. But that doesn't increase my excitement. And my last honorable mention is going to be Top Gun Maverick. And Top Gun Maverick is just a movie that I don't really know a lot about. I never saw the first one. But the trailers look really good. It has Tom Cruise. Like, that's already a plus. And the flying scenes look awesome. Like, they look really awesome. So I definitely want to see it. So yeah, that's my last honorable mention. Now let's go on to my top 10. And my number 10 movie, most anticipated movie of 2022 is going to be Sonic 2. And the trailer looked really awesome. In fact, if you want to check out my trailer reaction, you can check it out right here, link in the corner. But the trailer looked really awesome. Like, I was like, dude, this trailer looks awesome. It looks amazing. The first movie really surprised me. I mean, I thought it was really good. Like, wow, way better than I expected, like really way better. It was fun, it was comedic, and this movie seems to have all of that, but at the same time adding more Sonic from the games, you know. And that's something that I didn't like a lot from the first one. Like, it didn't feel a lot like the games. It felt like more like it was just a Sonic character in this world. Here it definitely feels a lot more like the games, you know. You see Tails, you see Dr. Eggman, like with his full-on Sonic look, and you see Knuckles. So this movie looks awesome, and Knuckles vs. Sonic is definitely a fight I want to see, for sure. So yeah, this trailer looks awesome, and that's why it's my number 10 anticipated movie of this year. But that's my number 9 anticipated movie this year, and that is going to be Thor 4. And Thor 4 is actually surprisingly low on my list, but that doesn't mean that I'm not hyped for it. Like, I am really hyped for it. Taika Waititi is returning, the original cast is returning, plus the ones that are supposed to be in here. They're supposed to have Lady Thor be in the movie, which is pretty cool. Thor, what's his name? The God Butcher, I forgot his name, but played by Christian Bale, is going to be in this movie, so that sounds awesome. And overall, all that looks everything sounds really cool. And I'm really excited to see what Taika Waititi can do with this movie. It seems really packed, but I don't care. I really want to see what he can do. I'm sure it's going to be really fun. This movie's just a little bit lower because I think that those movies are just pique my interest a little bit more, and we don't really have a lot of info on this movie plot-wise or nothing. So maybe once we get like first teaser or trailer, I'm sure that my hype is going to increase by a lot more. But so far, it's here. But still, I'm definitely very excited for this movie. Okay, moving on to my number 8 most anticipated movie of this year, and that is going to be the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And I know there's already a lot of controversy about it, especially because of Chris Pratt. But I honestly just want to see the movie. I honestly just really want to see the movie. Ever since I was little and I played the Nintendo Super Mario Bros. Games, I always imagined a Mario movie. Like I've always thought, oh, what would a Mario movie look like? And I always thought it would be super cool to have Bowser in an actual story instead of just capturing Princess Peach and that's it. No, I actually want to see an actual story with these characters. I think they have a lot of potential for a story to be explored in a movie or in a show, whatever. And in this case, it's going to get to explore it in the movie. And I'm so hyped up to just see this world explored. I really do love this world, so just to see it like explored. Amazing. I really want to see these characters have a lot of depth to them. Like I really hope they have a lot of depth to them, especially hopefully Mario and Bowser. Those are characters that I'm really hyped up to see what they do with them in the movie. So and I want to see some great action scenes. Like I'm sure there's going to be some great action scenes in this movie. So let's see what Illumination can give us. Hopefully they can give us a pretty good movie. I would really love if they could give us a pretty good movie. So crossing my fingers for that. Really rooting for this movie. Okay, moving on to my number 7 spot, and that is going to be Mission Impossible 7. So it's kind of funny and ironic. Number 7 spot. Mission Impossible 7. Pretty funny to me, I guess. But I really am excited for this movie. The last Mission Impossible Fallout was amazing. I mean, I had never seen a Mission Impossible movie before, and I went to the theater to see that one, and it was incredible. Even without seeing the other ones, I thought the Mission Impossible Fallout was amazing. It was probably my third best favorite movie of the year. Like it was truly something that completely blew my mind out of how good it was. So I really want to see this movie. Like I really feel like it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to up the stakes, hopefully, or not the stakes, but just up its game even more. I just really want to see what this movie has to offer. Like I have no idea what it's going to be about, to be honest. But whatever it's going to be about, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Because I just remember being so surprised with Mission Impossible Fallout that because of how much that impressed me, I am sure that this one's going to impress me a lot too. So really just putting it up here out of faith, but I'm sure it's going to be great. And also I want to see what type of crazy stunt Tom Cruise does. I really am. I really do. So yeah. Okay, we're on to my number 6 most anticipated movie of 2022. That is going to be Creed 3. And Creed 3 is surprisingly really high on this list, but I'm gonna be honest, I've really loved the past 2 Creeds. The first one I thought was incredible. The second one I also thought it was incredible. So I'm really excited to see what Creed 3 has to offer. Like, it's gonna be Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut, which is awesome. I want to see what type of action this movie can offer us. I want to see where the franchise goes after Creed 2, which I thought left off on a really good note, you know what I mean? So I'm just really hyped up to see this movie. Sure, it has the chance of running the franchise, but I don't care. I have faith on this movie. I think it's going to be awesome. And the Creed franchise is something that I've been personally very not happy to see. It's something that has been a surprise for me because I wasn't even looking forward to seeing the first Creed, but after I saw it, I was like mesmerized. I was like, wow, this is awesome. So I'm definitely hyped up to see this. This is a little bit spots lower though because it's not going to have Rocky, which makes me sad. I'm like, oh, I want to see Rocky, so that's why it's a little bit probably like one spot lower than it probably would have been. But this doesn't matter. I really want to see what this movie has to offer for sure. So yeah, number 6 spot. Okay, moving on to my number 5th spot, and that is going to be Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever. I can't wait to see the movie. It's going to have Ryan Coogler back to direct it, which did an amazing job with the first one, and did an amazing job with Creed 1, which I just talked about. So I'm just saying, they kind of have some correlation in there. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with this. I'm also kind of nervous because I feel like it has a lot of possibility for them to mess it up, especially with Chadwick Boseman's death, which honestly is so sad and so heartbreaking. Rest in peace. But I am excited for this movie. I really am. I'm really hoping that they can bring back Killmonger some way or form. Like, I think he would be awesome. But if not, then I'm just excited to explore this world more. Just by the title, Wakanda Forever, you can tell they're going to explore Wakanda a lot more. And I'm really excited for that. I'm also excited to see Namor come into the MCU and see how these 2 different tribes are different. Wakanda versus and Atlantis. I'm really excited for that. And I just had so much faith in this movie because of Ryan Coogler, and I really hope it's amazing. I really do hope it. The first one was something special, and I think this one can be something even more special. So yeah, really into this movie as well. Okay, we're on to my 4th spot, and this was so close to being in my 3rd spot, but I couldn't quite be the 3rd spot, but doesn't mean I'm not excited for this movie. I am crazy excited for this movie, and that is going to be Buzz Lightyear. I mean, it's Buzz Lightyear. Like what? First of all, that's awesome that he's finally getting his own movie, and second of all, it's going to be like a movie of the story that he's personally based on. Like, how is that not awesome? It's going to be a sci-fi movie of Pixar. Like literally, Pixar is making a sci-fi movie, which is just incredible. I'm like, let's go, and it's going to be like this super huge blockbuster because it's supposed to be by the nature of the movie a super huge blockbuster, and it's supposed to show the story behind Buzz Lightyear, and that to me is just amazing. The trailer was incredible. Like it didn't feel like a kids movie. Like Turning Red kind of feels like, oh yeah, it's going towards the kid audience, but it's still going to be an enjoyable movie for adults. I don't know, Buzz Lightyear for like a completely different thing. It felt like art, like in the words of Martin Scorsese, cinema, cinema. That's kind of what it felt like. I really thought it felt like art. The music choice, the shots that they showed were gorgeous. It felt like something truly, truly special. The poster even itself, look at the poster. It looks awesome. It looks amazing. So I'm really liking the direction this movie is going, and I'm really, really excited to see this movie. I have so much faith on it, and I'm sure Pixar's going to deliver with this movie big time. So yes, I'm rooting for this movie. And I am so excited to see it. I really want to see it. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in this movie. And honestly, I have no idea what the plot is about, but it looks incredible. Okay, so that's all I gotta say. Okay, moving on to my third spot, and this is something that another movie that I've been very, very excited to see. Not from the start. At the start, I did not like the idea of this movie, but now I am super hyped up to see it after the trailers, and that's going to be The Batman. And The Batman is a movie that I actually built up my anticipation a lot more throughout the trailers, because whenever it was first announced that they were going to take out Ben Affleck and Robert Pattinson was going to play Batman, I was not happy at all. I wasn't even hyped for this movie. I thought this was a terrible idea. But after the first trailer, I was like, okay, maybe this is something special. I'm digging the vibe. Not 100% sold on it, but I'm digging the vibe. And after the second one, it was a completely different story. I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. And after this last one, which you can check my reaction right here if you want, this last trailer reaction, you can check it out. But after the last one, I was like, oh my god, this is awesome, awesome, awesome. So honestly, I'm just super excited to see this movie. The trailers have looked awesome. The directing for Matt Reeves looks another level. Like it really does look like another level. I really very much like this tone that the movie has, and like this kind of like murder type of mystery type of thing. I really, really do like it. So far, it's looked awesome. So I'm really hoping the movie delivers. I'm really putting faith in DC in this one. So please deliver. I really hope. I'm really rooting for this movie. So please deliver. I can't wait to see this movie, and the action scenes look insane. So that honestly looks awesome, and I have level for this movie definitely up here. So yeah, okay, moving on to my second most anticipated movie of the year, and obviously this at least has to be in the top three. I mean, obviously, and that is going to be Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. And oh my god, if I don't tell you that my excitement for this movie is through the roof, through the moon. It's just insane. Like I can't wait to see this movie. First of all, Sam Raimi is going to direct this movie, which is awesome in and of itself. Benedict Cumberbatch is back to play Doctor Strange, a character that is slowly getting better and better for me. Like he's slowly going up my ranks on my favorite Avengers. Like it's really, really cool, really, really awesome, and it's going to explore the multiverse. So come on, like how is that not cool? You know what I mean? And No Way Home, we got a glimpse of it. We got to see spoilers for No Way Home. You have not seen this, skip like 10 seconds. We got to see we got to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and that, along with the villains. So imagine in this movie what you can see with this movie if we saw what happened in No Way Home. Imagine what we could see in this movie with the full multiverse blown out, exploded, and truly showing us the multiverse of madness. It just looks awesome. The trailer looked full on bonkers, but with a really cool tone, like a really threatening tone, and visually striking. To be honest, I thought it looked very visually striking. So I'm definitely very happy for this movie. Wanda's going to be in it. She's probably going to be the villain. I think she's going to be the villain. My money is that she's going to be the villain. So imagine Wanda versus Doctor Strange. First of all, it's going to be awesome. And then Supreme Strange at the end of the trailer. I mean, Supreme Strange for me is one of my favorite characters now, because of What If. Like, they really made me feel bad for him. They really made me sympathize with him. And he's one of my favorite characters. I would even say I like him more than the actual Doctor Strange. So to see him in this movie, I am so excited. And I just honestly cannot wait for this. And I want to see more Doctor Strange fights. We've had our good shots of Doctor Strange fights, but I want to see a better Doctor Strange fight. I want to see some new and fresh ideas in a Doctor Strange fight. So let's see that. Let's go bonkers in this movie. Let's just see this whole movie, and I can't wait to see it. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Okay, moving to my first spot, or my first place for the most anticipated movie of this year. First spot, like it's crazy, it's going to my number one. That is going to be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Once again, Spider-Man dominating the year. Like last time, I think Spider-Man No Way Home was my most anticipated movie of the year. And this time, once again, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 is my most anticipated movie of the year. So Spider-Man is really dominating this, you know what I mean? And how not be hyped for this movie? How not have anticipation for this movie? The first one was literally a masterpiece. I mean, I honestly consider it a masterpiece. I consider it one of the best movies of all time. Every shot looked gorgeous. The comic kind of animation was a brilliant idea. The emotional moments hit so hard. It's a leap of faith, Miles. Like what? Like that's awesome. The music, the score, everything just felt perfect about the movie. I'm gonna be honest. Like I remember coming out of that theater and just feeling like, did I just see one of the greatest movies of all time? Because I honestly still feel like that. Honestly, I just think that movie is incredible on every level. And now we're getting the second one, and why not? Whenever the teaser came out, like the vibe from that scene between Miles and Gwen Stacy in that trailer, which by the way you can check out my trailer reaction right here if you want to check it out, so you can get my full thoughts on that trailer. But that moment between him and Miles, Miles and Gwen, really felt like very charming and everything. It really felt like it captured the same vibes that I got from the first Spider-Verse, which is something that I'm super happy about. Like, let's go. It feels the same. Definitely feels like the same story. We're gonna get to see more across the Spider-Verse, which is awesome. We're gonna get to see 2099 Spider-Man, Miguel, which is super, super awesome. So, like, what isn't there to love with this movie? I can't wait to see like the different animation styles they're gonna give through each of these different universes. I want to see better fight scenes. I think if there was one thing that the first one could have been better at is the fight scenes. So let's see some better fight scenes in this one. Let's see what else they can do with Miles. Miles is a great character. Let's see him do better stuff. Let's see him use his powers to his full potential. Now he knows how to use them a lot better. Let's see all this great stuff. I think this movie has so much potential to be awesome. And again, it's just part one, which makes me even more excited because that means it has to be like this super huge grand scope story, and which is something that I want. I didn't want it to like be like, oh, this is a smaller movie than the first one. No, I want this movie to be something huge, like a big event, kind of like Spider-Man No Way Home and Endgame. Sure, I'm sure it's not going to be as big, but it's going to be a big event. It's going to be something huge. So I am so hyped to see this movie, and I really think it's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. All my favorites in this movie, and it's easily my number one most anticipated movie this year. Like ever since it got announced, I've been looking forward to it, and I'm just so excited for this movie. Like you do not believe it. I'm really, really excited for this movie. So yeah, this is my list for the top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022, which still sounds so weird to say that we're in 2022, but we're in 2022, you know what I mean? So yeah, tell me if you like my list, and if you agree with my list, down in the comments. If not, tell me what don't you agree with, or give me your own list down in the comments. I'm definitely curious to hear it, so tell me that down in the comments, as well as leave a like if you enjoyed this video, because it really much helps. And why not leave a like? It'd be nice, leave a like, please spread the kindness, and subscribe for more content. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna cover all these movies whenever they come out, and I'm doing a lot of coverage on a lot of other movies that have recently come out, so subscribe for all that content if you're interested. I definitely think you'll enjoy my channel, especially if you're into movies and shows. Subscribe. I think you would love this channel. And yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And this is J Entertainment out.